Hey there guys, it's Arava here bringing a new episode of my F1 2012 Road to Glory series where I'm going to be staying with Marussia until I can win the World Championship. Yes, you heard me correctly. Staying with Marussia until we win the World Championship. This is literally F1 suicide. I was like 2.6 seconds off the pace in qualifying for this Grand Prix. And it's, oh my god, it's literally going to frustrate me so much, but it's going to be a good series because this frustration is going to hopefully make some entertainment for you guys, and that's what it's all about. So if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing for weekly gaming content. You can click my logo in the bottom left, that'll take you to my channel, and you can see the previous content I've uploaded. So yeah, let's get into this commentary for the race now, and I'm basically, for this whole series, I think, because we're with Marussia, the races aren't going to be amazing, like, exciting. So I'm going to do highlights, really short, condensed highlights, and just commentate over those, because otherwise it's going to be 30 minutes of just boring and just not doing anything. So yeah, give it a like if you enjoyed this sort of highlights style, and leave a comment below if you think I did something good, and also comment below if I did something bad, what I can improve on. It always helps me get some feedback from you guys to, you know, kind of improve and grow as a commentator. So let's get straight to the race. So we are lined up here in 19th on the grid after a pretty good qualifying, and I was in that middle pack, you know, faster than the slower cars, but slower than the middle pack. So getting off the line here, we were trying to get Vern, and we tried to squeeze him, but it was no use. Basically, we didn't have any curves, and that's just going to hamper us the whole season, really. But we get this nice sort of opening in the middle here, and we open it out to 17th, and we got Ricciardo and Senna in front of us. And really, at this point, I was thinking, okay, it's going well right now, and then to this next corner, you can go down the inside, gain a few places, which I have done. Basically, coming up in the inside of Michael Schumacher, Grosjean ahead of me. I try to get the jump on him, going wide a tiny bit while doing so, but he loses out as Perez gets a bit wide there, and I actually managed to jump Grosjean up to 13th place. This is amazing right now for a Marussia car, basically, but going wide. And why? Because this Marussia understeers like a freaking bus. The amount of understeer I experienced in this race was unbelievable. You actually have to brake like 100 meters before the corner. You know, before the normal braking zone. You know, it's just, oh, it was so frustrating, the whole game. You just basically had to change your whole concept of how you drive a Formula 1 car. It was just so annoying, and here Grosjean there has taken us. But now we're going to cut to one of the most annoying parts of the race. Here I am, after a few laps, trying to defend Jean-Eric Verne because I am M4L, and that stands for Marussia for life. And I'm trying to defend my arse out, but look what happens, and it's sort of my fault, not going to lie. And yeah, I get a penalty. It was not the best start. I was in 13th. It was the best possible start I could have imagined for this series, but no. I have to mess it up. I have to be a complete idiot, and I have to get a penalty. So we're coming into the pits for a penalty, and really at this point, I'm thinking the best thing we can do is maybe finish ahead of our teammate, Timo Glock, who's down in like 18th, by the way. So it's a big move down. I know there's no points, but 13th to 18th is apparently a big deal for these teams. And oh, look how slow we are going. This is like, I think this is the slowest pit lane in Formula 1. And it shows, Look how slow this is. You could walk faster than this. Oh god. So we come out here and we're at 21st. Krita Kane is ahead of us. That is not a phrase I would ever want to, you know, speak out of my mouth. Krita Kane is ahead of us. I can't get that into my head. So we've cut here to my pit stop. I tried to go really long on my prime tyres because of that penalty. So we pit lap 12. And so we're coming into Marussia pit stop. And of course, it's at the very end of the pit lane. So we're going to have to travel through this slow pit lane. Coming into for pit stop now. And let's check out the time. Can't exactly remember, but it's not going to be very fast, is it? It's a Marussia. So a 4. So they did pretty well. But no, of course, that penalty I got earlier screwed me over, and we're behind Petrov as he comes through. We are ahead of our teammate, though, and we are over our objective to finish 18th, so we're in 18th right now. But I wanted to try and get Petrov because my teammate was right behind me. I needed to pick up the pace. I had no mix 3 left because I used that all in the prime stint. But I had some raw pace, but of course, the tyres were cold. It was understeering even more on top of the Marussia's just general design. to Understeer. I mean, I was wondering what the hell what the Marussia design is thinking. Like, they're just sitting there going, yes, we shall make an F1 car that understeers like a bitch. Why? Because we feel an F1 car should do that. Just, oh my god, it was so annoying. You can't tell how annoyed I was, of course, because these are just highlights, but trust me, it pissed me off so much. So, we're trying to catch Petrov here. Obviously, no Kurz, and this is why I really think this is F1 suicide for this series. I mean, literally, this series will probably go on till F1 2013. Like, into F1 2013, Marussia will have Kurz. Next year, they're going to have Kurz. So in the next game, we're going to have Kurz from Marussia. And I really doubt we're going to pull back a 2.6 deficit without Kurz. And it's on Legendary AI. Basically, I can't get any better. I can't get any better. The only thing I'm hoping is that the upgrades that they're going to bring, like, every 5 races will hopefully help me. But I'm not relying on that, really. I highly doubt that. And here we go. We've got DRS. And all through the qualifying, I was DRS whoring. And if you don't know what that means, that's basically opening the DRS every single time you can. So there, we overtook Petrov there. I cut it a bit short, actually. I don't know why I did that, but there you go. We overtook Petrov here, and now we are coming through to finish the race. We finished in 17th. It was a pretty okay Grand Prix, but the understeer was so annoying. And really, I think that's really the story of how this Marussia season is going to go. You know, in the boardroom, when I'm talking to the designers, obviously, I'll be saying, you know, you need to fix out the understeer because, you know, I don't want to drive a bus out there, honestly, I don't want to. So here, we're in 17th, so, we did better than our, you know, than our expected thing. It was 18th, so, I've got to give praise to that, but really, it's an uphill battle, but we have started this battle to the road to glory. I knew I was getting to, not really, but... It's F1 suicide, but I will struggle through the pain for you guys to make this series entertaining. Please give it a like. Please comment below if you like this commentary style of sort of comical / highlights kind of chop and change. So yeah, please give it a like if you enjoyed it. I've been Arava. Please subscribe if you're new for weekly gaming content. And so we go. Here we are with the first episode of Road to Glory. We have started this uphill battle, the F1 suicide. This will probably go on for like a year, but nevertheless, we have started it. And so... on to the next race.